All right, a very good evening, everyone. We welcome all of you to Bharatiya Hindu Temple, to the 2025 Interfaith Prayer Gathering, and to the 40th anniversary of IACO as well. A big round of applause, please. Let's start with that. We're going to have a few more people join in, but we'll let them trickle in, but let's get started. We appreciate everybody coming in on time, and there were many people who came in before time as well, so that's great. Big kudos to all of you. Really appreciate it. So my name is Anup Behra. I'm representing the Hindu faith, and we have a host of things to present to all of you. I want to welcome all of you to the Bharatiya Hindu Temple first. There's a little bit about Bharatiya Hindu Temple that I want to mention to all of you. Some of you may have visited in the past as well, so welcome back. And those who have come here for the very first time, we welcome you, and I'm sure you're going to be coming here more often in future with various other programs. So Bharatiya Hindu Temple basically got started in 1985. We started in a house in Westerville. And then in 1992, we did the groundbreaking here and got this temple started. In the year 2019, we celebrated our 25th anniversary of the temple. So now we are nearing close to 30 years of this temple here. This is not only a place of worship for all of us, but it is also a very over the years it has formed into a cultural center. There are multiple events that we do here. There are multiple celebrations, including marriages that we conduct here. There's yoga. There is there is school also. There is a temple school as well, which is a accredited program. People can students take the credits to high school as well. There is a free medical clinic every Thursday. There are programs for senior citizens as well, and there are dances and other things that we do here. So this is a place. This is a place where we celebrate multiple things, and this event is just one of them. And we are really happy that you all could make it here today. Okay? And this room where we are, this is called a Sanskritic Bhavan. And we got started with our refreshments, and now we'll start with our program. Everybody, social life, no noise more. This is what this is. So, quick question, like getting this video and some are so what's the program? Back to business. Where here, before or shoot there, I can what these out, we do, we can give that is what we're doing this will be do. So again, now request our assistant please here and a little bit of the program.
Thank you everybody for coming. That's okay. Start and for over about 30. Thank the Bharatiya temple for opening this event to us. It's a beautiful temple, and the temple itself is located upstairs. And like Anoop said, I encourage everyone to go upstairs. It's a beautiful setting up there. I also want to thank the sponsors. Yeah, the sponsors of the program. Have been very generous, very kind in supporting this activity, so I want to be sure that we thank them. I also want to thank the committee, Anoop, Karen, Ian, Urquhart, Daniel Furta, and Emily Rogers for pulling this together. So please join me in applauding their efforts. I wanted to embarrass Emily Rogers. She's there. She's our new office assistant. She brings a lot of talent, a lot of wisdom. She knows how to do things. So that's a wonderful contribution to us. So see a lot more coordination in our communication to all of you. It's wonderful that we are gathered here representing 9 different faiths. We are here to share our perspectives and learn from each other. We represent different cultures, different histories, different practices, and some theological differences. But we have similar core spiritual beliefs. Many have concluded that we become stronger in our own faith as we learn about other faiths. The mission of the Interfaith Association of Central Ohio is to promote a vibrant community based on understanding, friendship, and trust. We have 4 active committees, and we welcome your participation on these committees. And that's how I started. I got involved with some of the committees. I learned a little bit more about the association. So it's a good introduction to the Interfaith Association. In summary, we are contributing along with many other interfaith groups throughout the United States and throughout the world in creating a dynamic, an aspiration to end senseless conflicts that are often fostered by misrepresenting our different faiths in negative ways. So please enjoy the following presentations in celebration of IACO's 40th anniversary. May this affect you in positive ways, and afterwards, hopefully you will please join us for food, fellowship, and a feeling of genuine togetherness. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate that. And now I would request Karen Dawson to come over here and talk about putting our commitments into action. Karen Dawson, please.
Good evening. This is the 10th year we've had the same annual prayer gathering. And I'm pleased to say that I've been involved all 10 years. And we started with the fact that oftentimes we do a lot of visitations to each other's different kinds of worship to learn more about each other. It's part of developing our understanding and building our friendship and trust. And we decided that we also had values in common, and that once a year we would focus on one of those values, and we'd all speak to it from our own backgrounds and sources and ways. The first year was on the Golden Rule. There was another year it was welcoming the stranger, another one helping the poor, taking care of our environment, our shared earth. Values, themes that we all share. And after the first year, we started thinking about the fact it's not only our heads of learning things, but it's also our hearts of feeling things. And then we added our hands for doing things. Heads, hearts, and hands. And so we established after the first year that we would have a nonprofit organization that we would develop some community service activities with and be more involved, again, in a very broad way with all of our different faith traditions, and work helping the way that again all support. Very pleased to be with the and this was who's either radiation or turkey person, and my mom about the condition of this. And then we're looking at with them. In fact, they have a team called Team Love, or maybe it's Love Team, that works on their social justice interests, and we will start looking at ways that we could be engaged with them, again, in a very much an interfaith way, and doing some projects looking at 2026. Amy, would you come up?
Thank you, Karen. Hi, everyone. My name is Amy, and I'm honored to be here on behalf of Bethel International Church. Our pastor, Reverend Glenn Schwartzberger, is faithfully leading us to love all people and ignite real, meaningful change in Northwest Columbus. At Bethel, we don't just talk about diversity, we live it out in worship in many other ways. Every week, 3 culturally distinct worship services take place in our building. We have an English-speaking, Korean-speaking, and Nepali-speaking congregations who worship in their native language with their native traditions and music, yet all 3 lift their voices to the same God. It is a glimpse of what the kingdom of God can look like. But worship isn't our only part of our calling. Nearly 3 years ago, we made a shift in how we measure the health of our church. We stopped asking how many people are visiting us on Sundays, and we started asking how well is our community thriving. Instead, and with that question, it really changed everything. We formed a group of Northwest community partners full of neighbors in schools, nonprofits, government agencies, health systems, and faith communities. We all sit at one table monthly and we talk honestly about the challenges facing Northwest Columbus. Together, we identify needs, we share resources, and we collaborate so our impact is larger than anything we can do alone. Our first meeting was in March of 2023, and we had about 30 people. But today, we've built ongoing partnerships with Columbus City Schools, City Council members, Nationwide Children's Hospital, ODJFS, FESTA, refugee settlement organizations, food access initiatives, and many committed neighbors who care deeply about the families who call our area home. Together, we have accomplished a lot. We have hosted 2 multicultural community festivals, including a citywide Rise Up CBUS event last year. We are now home to FESTA's 3 generational ESL programs, serving over 300 adults and children every Monday and Wednesday. Our recent focus has been on food insecurity because we see a need every day there. And in response, we stock a very active blessing box, which empties and refills constantly. Sorry, lots of papers here. And we recently added a community refrigerator with our newest partnership, Food for All CBUS, and that allows us to expand access to fresh food for our neighbors. Beautiful friendships have also grown among groups at Bethel. We have a group of women, half are from our church and half are from several countries, many from Afghanistan, all of whom are Muslim. And for 2 years, this group has gathered to practice English, share tea and food, and learn from one another's cultures. Recently, they enjoyed a field trip to Franklin Park Conservatory and begun exploring micro-enterprise opportunities through community craft projects and sales at our holiday market. These programs aren't just programs, they're relationships. They're shared commitments, they're acts of love, dignity, and justice made possible only when communities, faith traditions, and organizations work together. And that is why tonight matters. Interfaith work is not a side project, it is the heart of the community transformation. When we honor one another's sacred traditions, and when we stand together for the common, we believe that every neighbor deserves to thrive, and we become a reflection of God's love in the world. Thank you for welcoming Bethel International UMC into this beautiful network of peace builders, bridge builders, and hope bearers. We're grateful to be alongside you in this work.
We have traditionally, and we'll put a couple boxes out, we ask for basically, we'd like to make a donation to both, it would go to the work of the Bethel Church in the community, and would also help support our social justice efforts that we will be doing with them coming this next year. We usually try to do something for a weekend, and it's usually outside, so we look for the better weather, so it'll be in the spring. And then we try to do a potluck dinner at the end of it so we could all eat together. So if you're so moved, we'll put a couple of the boxes out on the registration table and feel free to make a contribution. And again, this will be shared with the Bethel Church. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Amy, for the wonderful message. Now, what we're going to do is we will now hear from representatives of each of our 9 faith traditions as we share each other's expressions of celebrating within our faith traditions. So this would be the sequence. Groups will follow each other up in order in the program to the podium. You would have all gotten a copy of the program. Names of each faith should be listed on the slide. And as the first group starts down, the second group starts up, and the new group's names will show up, okay? And I'm going to call out the names of whoever is going to be coming over here and presenting. So the first set of three faiths, we'll start with Islam, and then followed by Baha'i faith, and then Jewish faith. So for the Islam faith, I would request Gina Sheikh, Ahmed Kamlan, and Arsin Degar, please come over here and represent their faith. Please, a big round of applause for them.
Thank you. Peace, blessings, and warm greetings to our interfaith family, to every heart gathered here. Regardless of belief, tradition, or background, may this moment bring comfort, understanding, and a sense of shared humanity to us all. I hope you're all enjoying the richness that winter brings. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? It's reflection and it's reminder to draw closer to one another. As you know, we are gathered here today to talk about celebrations within our faith. So in Islam, celebration is not limited to just festive days. It's woven into our daily rhythm. Every prayer is a gentle celebration of gratitude, humility, and connection with the divine. These moments teach us the joy begins with a thankful and a conscious heart. Alongside these daily reflections, Islam has two major celebrations. As you guys all know, it's celebrated all over the world. The first one is Eid al-Fitr, which literally means the festival of breaking the fast. It marks the end of the biggest festival for Muslims, that's Ramadan, and it highlights empathy, generosity, and social equality. Before the Eid prayers, all Muslims give a special charity. So every family, regardless of the circumstances, can celebrate with dignity. It reminds us that celebration becomes complete only when everyone is included. The second is Eid al-Adha, meaning the festival of sacrifice. It commemorates the devotion of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and emphasizes sacrifice, humility, and caring for the vulnerable. Muslims share food widely with family, neighbors, and especially those in need, underscoring that compassion is the true heart of celebration. The Quran says, "And the mercy of your Lord is better than anything people gather." This reminds us that the essence of celebration is not in abundance, but in kindness and shared humanity. So may all our celebrations, regardless of our faith, be filled with peace, understanding, and the gentle light of compassion. I appreciate you giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. Before I get down, I want to introduce my brothers in faith here. Brother Dursun Kalistan, he will do a Quran recitation. And Brother Ursin Digar, he will do a hymn on our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him. So without any further ado, I'll pass it on to Brother Dursun Kalistan.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I would like to say a few words before. It's really a great moment for me to be in front of you. There are 9 different faiths and then valuable people from those faiths. This is really great moment for me. First time I'm in front of this much valuable people. Okay, thank you for coming to here. And then, of course, I would just like to say, celebration itself is blessing of God. And then we are celebrating, mostly in all faiths, we are celebrating blessing of God. That's two-way things I would like to just mention. I am very excited to be here again, and then because of this excitement, if I will make some mistakes, please excuse me. In recitating, I would like to sit down here and then recitate, if you will give me permission. Okay, so, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان. الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجن من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. In the surah, name of the surah is Ar-Rahman, the most gracious. In fact, it is just explaining blessing of God. So then, after blessing, so we are celebrating. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. The most beneficent. Allah has taught mankind the Quran. He created man. He taught him elegant speech. The sun and the moon run on their fixed courses, calculated with measured on stage for each, and the herbs, stars, and the trees both prostrate. And the man, the heaven, he has raised high, and he has set up the balance in order so that you may not transgress balance, and observe the weight with equity and to make the balance efficient. Therein are fruits, date palms producing sheathed fruit stalks, and also corn with its leaves and stalk of fodder, and sweet scent plants. Then which of the blessing of your Lord will you both jinns and man deny? He created man, Adam, for sounding clay like the clay of pottery, and the jinns he created from smokeless flame of fire. Then which of the blessing of your Lord will you both jinns and man deny? He is the Lord of the two Easts, place of sunrise and early summer and early winter, and the Lord of the two Wests, place of sunset during early summer and early winter. Then which of the blessing of your Lord will you both jinns and man deny? He has let loose the two seas, the salt water and the sweet meeting together. Between them is a barrier which none of them can transgress, then which of the blessings of your Lord will you both, jinn and men, deny? Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Allah the Almighty has spoken the truth. Thank you.
I certainly we feel privileged to be a part of this beautiful event. My name is Ersin Degger. I teach mathematics at Columbus State, so if you need any math classes. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing a chant that celebrates the character and the service and the love of Prophet Muhammad has for humanity. And I'll try to sing along. So. Ya Resulallah, canım kuluna olsun senin yoluna. Adı güzel kendi, güzel Muhammed. Gel şefaat eyle kender kuluna. Adı güzel kendi, güzel Muhammed, güzel kendi, güzel Muhammed, Ya Resulallah, Ya Şefiallah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for our brothers and sisters from the Islam faith. Now I would request from Baha'i faith, Marianne Riofrio, please to come over here and give out her prayer message. Marianne, please.
Yeah, along with myself, we have a family that's going to be presenting a song. So we have Auntie Claire, John, Lua, and Anise Resin. So good afternoon, everybody. I want to share with you all today not about how we, the Baha'is, celebrate a particular holy day or event, but what we celebrate, the foundational principles of our faith, oneness, and unity. With the coming of Baha'u'llah, the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith, we celebrate the message of the oneness of God, of religion, and of humanity. It is especially joyous to be engaged with the Interfaith Association that deeply values, respects, and desires to understand the perspectives of all the member faiths. This coming together for a prayer gathering highlights our common spiritual heritage, our unity, and our oneness. Abdul Baha, the son of Baha'u'llah, wrote, "O peoples of the world, the sun of truth hath risen to illumine the whole earth and to spiritualize the community of man. Laudable are the results and fruits thereof. Abundant the holy evidences deriving from this grace. This is mercy unalloyed and purest bounty. It is like the world and all its peoples. It is harmony and fellowship, and love and solidarity. Indeed, it is compassion and unity, and the end of foreignness. It is the being at one, in complete dignity and freedom, with all on earth. I would like to recite what we call the Unity Prayer revealed by Baha'u'llah. O my God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal to them thy great purpose. May they follow thy commandments and abide in thy law. Help them, O God, in their endeavor and grant them strength to serve thee. O God, leave them not to themselves, but guide their steps by the light of thy knowledge and cheer their hearts by thy love. Verily, thou art their helper and their Lord. And now the Resin family will perform a song called What Kind of World?
What kind of world would it be when there is no cruelty and there is no greed? I see a world full of light where there is no soldiers and no one to fight. Every soul has one, working together till the battle is won. There's a place for you, there's a place for me, each one a wave, each one a sea. If we raise our hands, if we turn our hearts to Baha'u'llah, what kind of world would it be? What kind of world will we see when I prefer it? My best to me, I'm gonna make it just like a star. There's a place for you, there's a place for me, each one a wave, each one a sea. If we raise our hands, if we turn our hearts to Baha'u'llah, what kind of world would it be with every soul alive, each one burning bright? A world where we can be one humanity. Oh, what kind of world would it be? There's a place for you, there's a place for me, each one a wave, each one a sea. If we raise our hands, if we turn our hearts to Baha'u'llah, what kind of world would it be?
Thank you so much. That was a soul-touching music and song. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And now, for the next, I would call upon Cantor Bharatiya Moses to represent the Jewish faith. Cantor.
Good evening. My name is Bat Ami Moses, and I am the cantor, which is the vibrational energy of God in this house right now. That's what we feel. And friends, a cantor is a spiritual leader and a musical director of Temple Israel here in Columbus. And it is such a privilege to be a cantor, to be with people at their greatest joys and their greatest sorrows. And that's what so much of our work is all about. And today I'm going to present two beautiful pieces of liturgy, two beautiful songs that are all about creating healing and harmony in our world. The first piece, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, in Hebrew, and I will also sing it in English. It means we must build this world together with love. And the second piece, Oseh Shalom Bimromav, please, please God, bring peace to this earth. We all want the same thing, to feel safe, to feel loved, to be blessed. And you must build this world from love. Ya la la, ya ya, ya la. And if we build this world from love, ya la la, ya ya, ya la. Then God will build this world from love. Ya la la, ya la, ya la la. Oh, say shalom bimromav, say shalom aleinu. It's your part to clap. Oh, say shalom, clap, clap. Oh, say shalom, clap, clap. Shalom aleinu, Ya'akov Yisrael. Yeah, say shalom. Yeah, say shalom. Shalom aleinu, Ya'akov
Thank you, Cantor, for energizing all of us with that prayer. For the next set of faiths, I would like to call upon the Jain faith, followed by the Christian faith, and then there is going to be a dance performance by the Hindu faith. So to start off, we'll call upon the youngest of the presenters present here, Aditya and Anvi Jain, presenting the Jain faith. A round of applause for them.
Jai Jinendra, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I have a quick question for you all. Do any of you like snacks? Yes. Okay, I see a lot of snack lovers. We just had snacks over there. So I'll be telling you something that happened to me around Thanksgiving. So my mom had packed my absolute favorite snack, the one that's super crunchy and super sweet. It was my 10th period class of the day, and I could already taste it. And this was the snack my mom gave me. It was in a bag. So I had snacks to school. And then I went to school. I kind of missed the bus, but that was all right. At least I made it in the bus. So then it was my 10th period class, and I was already savoring on the food. I was so hungry. And as soon as the bell rang, I dashed towards my locker like a flash. And then I quickly got my snack box and went back to my classroom. But soon, disaster struck. When I opened my snack box, it was empty. I was like, wait. Where did my snack go? Did it just disappear? I searched everywhere in the classroom, eyes everywhere, but I couldn't find it. Until I went to my best friend. I looked in her eye. She looked in my eye. Things looked intense. Until I asked her, did you take my snack?
Of course not. Maybe it was the snack monster.
I looked concerned on that. And then she added, "Duh,
I am a snack monster. I eat everyone's snack. Yum, 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 yum.
The whole class giggled. But soon a debate started. Should we yell or should we blame? And soon everyone started yelling and blaming each other. And I thought, wait, this isn't right. So then I said, guys, let's all calm down. Instead of yelling or blaming each other, why not we share our snacks? And there was this one kid I don't want to share my snacks. I'm sharing is a choice. It's a choice, but kindness always wins. Do you guys agree? Should kindness always win, everybody? Yes, that's the spirit there. Soon, everyone started sharing their snacks, and it became a snack feast. Some kids had chips, some had chews, some had fruits, some had cookies, and it was the biggest snack feast I've ever had so far. So, when everyone started sharing, I felt happy because everyone felt included in it. And that day, I learned something really important. That a small kindness, choice, or help can make a huge difference. And also, no matter what race they follow, when we open our hands and share with others, it makes the world shine bright. Right? You guys agree? Yes. Now, let's try something fun. Turn to your closest neighbor like this and say, loud and clear, everybody. Sharing is caring. Come on, guys, say it. One more time, everybody, but with more spirit this time.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, that's the spirit. And when we choose to see the good in others instead of the bad, we can see the humankind that unites us all. Now, in conclusion,
What did we learn, everyone? That we should share. If we share, we make the world shine bright with our hearts, heads, and our hands.
thank you, Jejilendra.
All right, let the claps continue, please. A big round of applause for these kids. Thank you so much. That was a very lighter way of presenting something, but they gave out a very strong message. Would you all agree?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And so for the next prayer, I would call upon Reverend Dr. Jack Sullivan Jr. To present the Christian faith. Round of applause for Jack Sullivan.
Thank you very much. So almost everyone knows that December 25th is the day that many Christians, particularly in the Western Church, celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, God's Son, Emmanuel, God with us. And we sing songs that praise God and tell the whole world about the joy we've experienced in the birth of Jesus Christ. Songs like it's spiritual. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. But did you know that before we get to Christmas, many Christians celebrate a season called Advent? Advent is a time of preparation for the coming of Jesus Christ. So with Christmas Day on the horizon, I want to talk with you, share with you some words about Advent. Advent gives Christians the opportunity to spiritually prepare their hearts for the coming of the groom and their hearts for his countercultural values of love and justice. The week of Advent, and there are 4 weeks of Advent, has a theme for which we light candles in anticipation of the coming of the Christ child as Savior and Liberator of the world. Here are the 4 themes. The first is hope. Hope means reflecting on the hope of a world made new and just, not just for Christians, but for everybody, as signaling the birth and the arrival of Jesus Christ. And then the second one, peace. Embracing the peace during Advent is what we do, the peace that Christ brings. And we commit ourselves to living as peacemakers in the world. Not just peace that is the absence of tension, but also peace that is the presence of justice. And joy is the third theme, celebrating the joy of Christ's birth and his transformative presence in the world. This joy can be experienced even during times of oppression and duress. And finally, love. During the final week of Advent, we meditate on God's comprehensive, transformative, and inclusive love for all of humanity, made known through the Christ child, Emmanuel, again, God with us. This love is not restrictive or nationalistic. This love is not nationalistic. I want to emphasize that point. It is for people in every zip code, every nation, every continent, for people of every faith, and for people of no faith. As theologian Cornel West states, love practiced in public is known as social justice. For enslaved Africans on these shores, Advent had a spiritual meaning for their soul salvation and a practical message of freedom for their bodies. Through freedom and liberation efforts, particularly the Underground Railroad that actually ran through Ohio. This dual meaning can be heard in the spirituals of preparation. Keep your lamps trimmed and burning, as performed by late civil rights leader Fannie Lou Hamer.
And the other one was, I used to hear him saying, keep your lamp trimmed and a burning, keep your lamp trimmed and a burning, keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Oh, the work is most done. Sister, don't get worried. Sister, don't you get worried. Sister, don't you get worried. Oh, the work is most done. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and a burning. Oh, the work is most done.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Reverend Jackson. And now for the next faith, it is going to be the Hindu faith. There is going to be a dance that is going to be presented by Ami and Dhwani Dance Group. It comprises of Ami Patel, Dhwani Parekh, Asita Patel, Anika Parekh, and Shreya Patel. And as you all know, in Hindu tradition, dance is a form of offering to the god. So we have the dance presentation, and I would request Ami to talk a little bit and explain a little bit about the dance they are going to perform. Ami Patel.
Hello, everybody. Ladies, you can come back here. So today we are honored to be part of this wonderful event, bringing together 9 wonderful faiths. Today we are presenting the Hindu culture through dance and music. First of all, Ami and Dhwani dance. As you can see, the 5 of us up here, we are the original choreographers of the Ami and dance group that we have created for many years. We've been doing this for 10 years now, and we are happy to be here today. First, we'll be representing the first song that will come from our Hindu culture will be about Ram, who's returning to Ayodhya and is celebrating, showing the triumphant win over good, over evil. One of the Hindu culture's biggest festivals, Diwali, you may have heard of, is from this triumphant win of good over evil. Next, we're going to go into the beautiful love between Lord Krishna and Radha, where another Hindu cultural festival is called Navratri. Radha and Krishna divinely particular rasa, dance and love. It's a form of spiritual heart of Garba and Danya Ras, symbolizing the soul's longing love of God. And finally, we'll be celebrating in a wonderful, spectacular finale, going through all the Hindu gods, especially Lord Ganesh. Thank you, and we'll start our dance now.
के इशारों बुलाए गई रे बरसाने की छोरी राधा गोरी गोरी बरसाने की छोरी राधा गोरी गोरी मोहन के मन को लुभाए गई रे मोहन के मन को लुभाए गई रे बरसाने की छोरी राधा गोरी गोरी बरसाने की छोरी राधा गोरी गोरी
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ami and Dhwani Dance Group. Thank you. There's a new energy in this room now. Thank you so much. Wonderful. For the next three faiths, I'm going to call upon the Universalist for that, and then we would have the Buddhist faith. For the Sikh faith, we have the Sikh Youth Kirtan Group, and the prizes of Mananjan Kaur, Eknur Kaur, Gursanj Kaur, and Theer Singh. A big round of applause for them, please.
In the words of Guru Nanak, the founder of the Sikh faith, the ultimate celebration is to imbibe and implement in one's life the virtues of the Almighty. Today we will sing a composition of Guru Nanak that is on page 157 of Shri Guru Granth Sahib, wherein he states that I am a joyful merchant of the Lord's virtues. When I make these virtues the basis of my existence, I experience the same joy as a deer prancing in the woods, savoring fruits of nature, a cuckoo bird feasting on the sweet fruit in a mango grove, fish freely exploring the vast ocean, and a serpent queen enchanted by a charmer's melody. The composition is set in Rag Gauri, Viragan, and is set to the 6-beat Dadratan. At this time, if you are able to, please cover your head before the recitation of the Shabad. And an additional note, after the Shabad, kindly refrain from applauding. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
No applause, please. They asked us not to applaud. But for us to recognize them, if you could all raise your hands and move your fingers like this, that would be great. Thank you so much. And next, the faith that we are going to represent here is the Unitarian Universalist. And for that, I would request Karen and our very own Karen and Dick Dawson to come and present here. Thank you.
All costumed up. Unitarian Universalists draw on many wisdom traditions for inspiration and celebration. We celebrate the gift of creation, the wonders of the cosmos, and the experience of love through written reflections, music, singing and dance, and through prayer and meditation, and even with our shirts. We wear these often in large numbers. We show up at protests, marches, gatherings as a way of indicating what our values are, that we stand on the side of love. And we even celebrate through poetry. Today we offer a poem written especially for this occasion by our retired Unitarian Universalist minister, Reverend Dr. Marco Bellatini, and the UUs in the audience would know him well. It reflects the Unitarian Universalist focus on creating community through caring, nurturing, and celebrating. And I'll turn it over to my husband, Dick, to read the poem.
First, I want to make two observations. One, I've never been in a more colorful gathering. All these beautiful dresses, costumes, shine with lots of color, and that is really beautiful to see. Secondly, we're sort of at the end of this, and I can't help but note how many different ways we choose to celebrate. Through word, through scripture, through chanting, through prayer, through dance, through song, and we're going to have some chanting at the end. But one of these is through poetry. I think most of our faith traditions use poetry in some form of their celebration and noting about life. I have a poem, as Karen said, that is written especially for this occasion by our former minister. And this poem calls for us to celebrate even though we experience suffering, sadness, fear, and hatred. Celebration by Reverend Dr. Marco Bellatini. To celebrate the sun rising over saffron clouds with a simple sigh or a nod, for gratitude begins the day well. And though the news of suffering children and fresh cruelty shock and hurt our hearts daily, may we still celebrate that we can name sadness aloud and push back with words and deeds of justice, not just by ourselves, but through our gathered communities of care. Grief, heavy or tough grief, yet we celebrate as a power which embodies both our love and our knowledge of our mortality. To see this created by people throughout the generations is a sacred way to move through the world. Every living creature on the earth, the mobile and the rooted, portray our celebrations. Through wind-swept willow branches, the songs of yellow finches rising from green grass, the splash of trout or low of cows in the meadow. The universe is vast and cold and riddled with mysteries, yet we celebrate that we are, and that we are here together right now, held in the arms of both our past and our future. And every breath teaches about the sacred feelingness that all exists.
And Buddhism of SCI USA Buddhism.
Good evening. Thank you all so much for this opportunity. So we are from, actually, my name is Anita. Sarah actually had a flight delay, so she couldn't be here today. And
I'm Yasmin. Hello. Ernestine. Dara.
And we are from the SGI USA Nichiren Buddhism faith tradition. So today we wanted to share a little bit with you about our Buddhist practice. And then at the end, we wanted to invite all of you to chant with us, which is our primary practice. So On your tables in the center should be a card that says Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And so we'll go over it with you at the very end. So first, basically, what is SGI? What is the Soka Gakkai? So the Soka Gakkai is a global community-based Buddhist organization that promotes peace, culture, and education, centered on respect for the dignity of life. Its members study and put into practice the humanistic philosophy of Nichiren Buddhism. Individual Soka Gakkai members strive to actualize their inherent potential while contributing to their local communities and responding to the shared issues facing humankind. A 13th century Buddhist reformer, who is Nichiren Daishonin, and he established the form of Buddhism embraced by the members of the Soka Gakkai. He was really a unique figure in Japanese society at the time, and really in religious history as well. So within the Soka Gakkai, he is often referred to as Daishonin, which is an honorific title meaning great sage. In a society that relied on obedience to authority, Nichiren's life was one of hardship and persecution. It was a life dedicated to propagating a teaching that could liberate people from the suffering and create the conditions for society based on respect for the fundamental dignity and equality of all people. This same aspiration inspires the activities of the Soka Gakkai and its members today. So the core of our practice is chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So I'm going to break it down. So Nam means to devote or dedicate oneself. We believe in the universal nature of the law. Myoho, Myo can be translated as mystic or wonderful, and Ho means law. So this law is called the mystic law because it's difficult to fathom. The reality that ordinary people, beset by delusion and suffering, are inherently Buddhas, able to overcome any suffering or difficulty and help others do the same. Renge represents the lotus blossom, and the lotus flower is a pure and fragrant, unsullied by the muddy water in which it grows. Similarly, the beauty and dignity of our humanity is brought forth amidst the suffering of our daily reality. Further, unlike other plants, the lotus puts forth flowers and fruit at the same time. This illustrates the principle of the simultaneity of cause and effect. We can bring forth the power of the mystic law from within our lives at any given time. And lastly, Kyo literally means sutra here, and it indicates the mystic law, the fundamental law that permeates life and the universe, the eternal truth. And then lastly, I'm going to share about the Gohanzen. So the Gohanzen is really our object of devotion. So Nichiren Buddhism is revolutionary among Buddhist teaching in that it teaches that all people are capable of manifesting Buddhahood in this lifetime in their present form. The Gohanzen is a scroll containing Chinese and Sanskrit characters that aids practitioners of Nichiren Buddhism in the process of perceiving and bringing forth the life condition of Buddhahood from within their lives. Nichiren inscribed the Gohanzen as a means of depicting its sublime life condition using a scene in the Lotus Sutra known as the ceremony in the air. Down in the center of the Gohanzen is written Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. On either side of it are inscribed are names of various Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and living beings representing various inner states of life, known as the 10 worlds. Their inclusions on the Gohanzen signifies that all living beings can reveal their inherent enlightened nature when illuminated by Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, or the entity of the eternal Buddha's wisdom and compassion.
So we have three wonderful mentors in faith, our founding presidents. First is Tsunotsuburo Makuguchi. He was a Japanese educator who founded the Soka Gakkai and promoted value creation and peace. Next was Josei Toda. He expanded the Soka Gakkai, empowering people to impact society through inner transformation. And President Daisaku Ikeda, he advocated for world peace on a global scale by advocating for education, peace, and dialogue. So what do? We practice faith, practice, and study. So we have faith who believe that our potential is limitless and we can establish unwavering happiness. We practice by chanting for ourselves and for others. We take action to break through obstacles and achieve our goals. And we also study the teachings of Nichiren Buddhism to deepen our understanding so we can apply the principles in our daily lives. Every day when we pray or chant, we also think of our 5 guidelines. They are faith for our harmonious family, faith for achieving happiness, faith for overcoming obstacles, faith for health and long life, and faith for absolute victory. A great human revolution in just a single individual will help achieve a change in the destiny of a nation, and further will enable a change in the destiny of all humankind. That's from Daisaku Ikeda. Lastly, finally, in keeping the theme of celebrating with our heads, hearts, and hands, we wanted to share the following from one of our publications, Buddhism Day by Day, from December 4th. Nichiren reminds us, it is the heart that is important. It is the heart of faith that Buddhahood resides, and boundless and immeasurable happiness shines forth. Happiness is not something located far away. We must realize that it exists within our own lives. Nichiren's Buddhism teaches us and shows us how to attain indestructible happiness. So now, if you can also use your heads, hearts, and hands and chant with us.
So on the cards that you have on your tables, so if you would kindly repeat after me. So we're going to practice it before we do it all together. So can you say Nam, Nam, Myoho, Myoho, Renge, Renge, Kyo. Once more. Nam, Nam, Myoho, Myoho, Renge, Renge, Kyo. One last time. Nam, Nam, Myoho, Myoho, Renge, Renge, Kyo. So now we're going to say it 3 times in unison. All together. All right, so I'll count to 3 and then we'll start. 1, 2, 3. Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo. Nam, Myoho, Renge, Kyo.
Thank you so much.
A big thanks to our Buddhist faith sisters here. What a wonderful evening we have been having so far, you know. We have had chanting just now, we had dances, we had kirtan performance with instruments, we had guitar, we had speeches, we had a role play. Can you read that? Yes. Yeah, we had so many things today, and you know, what more could we have done from a 40th anniversary celebration, not just a peer gathering? So kudos to all of you that you all came here and talked about your faith, gave out wonderful messages. Thank you so much for that. And now I would like to call upon our IACO president, Steve Dimler, back again to talk about IACO's current plans and also to introduce some of the past presidents of IACO. Steve Dimler, please.
I feel I didn't have to go to the gym today. I was going up and down these steps. So I get plenty of exercise. So thank you. The portion of this program is to celebrate our 40th anniversary. Not very dramatic. We need the Jane children to teach me to be more dramatic. So IACO was formed in 1985 as a positive reaction to the historic meeting between U.S. President Ronald Reagan and the Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. 5 faiths formed the IACO in 1985. The primary, advocate was Reverend Wes Stansberry from the Christian community, and his son Mark is continuing the torch, so we really appreciate that. Rabbi Howard Apotheker, who just entered the building, He was from the Jewish faith. He was one of the founding fathers. Rabbi? Okay. Rabbi, wave to everybody. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, Rabbi Apothecary is one of the founding fathers. Also, Dr. J.S. Jindal, he's here with us. He's also a founding father from the Hindu faith. Islam was led by Dr. Mazar Jalil. I'm sorry, not very good about the pronunciation, but Dr. Jalil is a very strong proponent. Oh, yeah. Hi, Howard. Here you go. Good.
I don't know my hearing is
Well, as a founding father, do you want to say a few words?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Well, this is a new beginning. A whole generation is 40 years, and what's beautiful to see here is a lot of people who are younger here, some of the oldsters like me, who are joining in this great celebration. I have to say that I had no idea what I was doing at the very beginning, and the Stanberries who were wonderful in kind of guiding me through the process of beginnings. But all beginnings are hard, as almost every tradition I learned has that. Do you have that in your tradition too? You say all beginnings are hard, and then after that, things get harder. And so I appreciate the continuity here. And look, we spread all the way out to the far reaches of Hilliard, which is really great. I want to thank everybody for coming today. I'm sorry it was a little bit late, but various things happen. What I do want to say is there's a wonderful kind of little expression that we use when something new happens. In Hebrew, we say titchadesh or titchadshu. And what that means is renew yourselves. And so each day you wake up, and we have a little prayer in Judaism where we say, we renew every day the work of creation. And today you help renew the work of creation, the creation that we had at the very beginning. And we hope that you continue to create a wonderful fellowship, the Interfaith Association of Central Ohio. Thanks.
You sure?
You'll finish.
Oh, well, no, you didn't interrupt me. Okay, let me see. Yeah, the Buddhists, they were a founding member, but they weren't really that active until the SGI came on board later on in the 1990s, so we really appreciate that. In 1992, the Sikh and the Baha'i faiths joined the association. Dr. Taranjeet Bhutalia has been a primary Sikh champion and has been truly invaluable to the association over so many years. Dr. Hussein Mahani was an early Baha'i champion. He got me to join. I joined probably in 1995, something like that. Then in 2002, the Jain faith joined. Dr. Tansuk Salgia has been their faith champion. And you can see there's still a lot of energy from the Jain community. In 2014, the Unitarian Universalists joined. And Dr. Karen Dawson and her husband Dick have been the primary champions. So over the years, there's been many accomplishments. Probably the most notable is the publication of this book, Religion in Ohio. It was published in 2003 in combination with the bicentennial. We got certain funds. We published a book, and every school library in Ohio has a copy of it. And it's a really incredible history of each one of the faiths. I think there's close to 40 different variations of Christianity, along with all our other faiths and a few other faiths in this book. So it's a wonderful history. We still have copies. If you want a copy for your personal library, we certainly have this available at a modest price. But it was really a tremendous accomplishment. And Dr. Bharatiya and Diane Small were the co-editors, and they did a wonderful job. Let's see. So we asked our past presidents to offer some comments, and several of them sent in. The most concise one was from Phil Washburn. So I'll just recite a few things that he wrote about IACO and his feeling as president. This anniversary, the 40th anniversary, comes at a moment when unity is not just valuable, but vital. We are living in a season marked by division, uncertainty, and growing pressure on the very institutions that help hold our communities together. In times like these, the presence of diverse faith traditions working in harmony becomes more than a symbol, becomes a stabilizing force. It reminds us that our differences are not barriers, but sources of wisdom, empathy, and strength. The work of IACO, building, understanding, fostering dialogue, and advancing peace, has never mattered more than it does today. As challenges grow more complex, so does our need for collaboration grounded in respect and shared humanity. For 40 years, IACO has shown that when we choose connection over separation and partnership over isolation, we create a stronger, more resilient Central Ohio. So, one last recognition, the champion from the Christian faith of Ohio Council of Churches, Reverend Dr. Jack Sullivan Jr. He's retiring soon. We're hoping he works even harder for IACO in retirement. We're not so sure. So, congratulations. Thank you very much. Yeah. In conclusion, I just want to again thank everyone for coming. We have things in store for IACO in the future, like building a research center, a speakers bureau. We welcome your input, your ideas. Whenever you send in comments to the association, I do appreciate that, and we will respond to that. And Dr. Jindal, I think he's willing to give some final comments before we served a wonderful dinner. We thank the temple for
Namaste. And Namaste means I respect the dignity within you. And there is one word, I'm talking with the non-Indian or non-Hindu families, which will understand better, that Sanatana Dharma is the ancient word which means forever and for everybody. And I am surprised that many Hindus don't know this word. Today also, few people ask me, what does it mean? It means for everybody and everyone and all the way. Things you do, if you want, you do it. If you don't like, you don't do it. And Sanatana Dharma is a very open faith or a tradition. If you are vegetarian, still you are Hindu or Sanatan. If you are non-veg, still you are Sanatan. So there is a way they have explained that this is the right way for humans to survive. If you follow, it is good. If you don't follow, it is okay. But they don't have any compulsion. That is the beauty of that faith. The other thing is that people say that you go to that church or which temple you go, because we have 14 temples here in Central Ohio. So when you are established in your own faith, in your own religion, in your own thoughts, you can go to any temple, any church, any mosque. And it makes no difference. You will get all the benefits. Why? Because you are recipient. Your mind and heart is open. And you are established in your own faith. So it does not mean this side in Arabic, all the ayat. When I go to a Christian synagogue, they just talk in Hebrew. I don't understand, but still I am benefited because of the vibrations which we have. And if, can I take 2 minutes? Okay. And if I give you one example, that when a new church is built, we just, few members of the church, they go to buy the cross. They bargain with the dealer, they put it in their pickup truck, they bring it and put it in the corner of the church. But nobody respect, nobody say, or nobody ask anything, or nobody do the prayers. But when it is established, thousands of people come, they pray, and after that, no matter what faith you have, even if you enter in a building, you feel calmness, you feel something benefiting to you, and that is the vibrations. So what I mean, that it does not make any difference that in which temple or gurdwara or anywhere you are, but if you are with an open mind and open thoughts, open heart, you get benefit from everywhere. Our founder member, Bharatiya, he is appreciating. And Mark, can you stand for a second? And he is the son of Dr. Christian Swarup, who also initiated first this organization, Interfaith Association of Central Ohio. So thank you very much. I really appreciate being here and part of that. You are my family and I'm part of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Jingle Uncle. Really appreciate your thoughts and message on this. Now I would like to call upon Dick and Karen to come over here. Emily, if you want to join me here, please. They're surprised, and we didn't plan it. So I just wanted to let you know that for IACO Prayer Gathering 2025 and the 40th anniversary that we are celebrating here today, this is the small group of people that put this together. I just wanted to thank all of you. And we do have a couple of youth volunteers here, Enoch Chung and Advik Vera. They are the ones who helped us out in terms of the audio visual and all the camera and recording and everything. Now, we come to a conclusion for this prayer gathering and 40th anniversary celebration. I would just like to give out a small message before we let you all go for the dinner. We open it up. I always heard when I was growing up, unity and diversity. That was a mantra when I was growing up. Every time we talk about this, starting from our school days and everything. But when I see a gathering of such people with all the diverse background, it constantly reminds me of that, and how much strength that holds. It tells me that as well. So kudos to all of you as well to be present here to symbolize that. Thank you so much. And now I would say that let's open it up for dinner to everybody. Dinner is open the same way. You can go, it's right in the back. I would just say it will be two sides so that we can move faster. You can go on both the sides of the table and pick your food. And there's going to be cutlery, you can bring them over here. And again, Karen has suggested this earlier, that please try to sit with people you don't know. It'll be a good way to interact. This is our interfaith gathering, right? So I would encourage you for that. And again, thank you so much. After the dinner, please.
કોઈ પાસે આઈફોન છે?
Yeah, share.
I'll airdrop it.
Okay.
કેમ કે WhatsApp ઉપર તો પછી quality
Quality બગડી જાય છે. Yeah.
Just a quick announcement. If there are folks who are interested to visit the shrines upstairs, there are some folks going now, so you can join them. And you have to remove your shoes, so please go and join and follow them. There are two youth members in the blazer and coat. So some of the folks are following them. You have to remove your shoes and then go upstairs. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
And also, there are two donation baskets at the check-in counter here. That's for the Social Justice Committee. If you want to make any donation, please do so. Use those two baskets over here to make a donation. Thank you. And I would encourage everyone to go for dinner. I would request each and every person to have dinner before they leave.
Is it possible to put it on Google Drive? मेरा इसमें space Google Drive पे डाल के अपनी
We are leaving.
No, please have dinner.
We can't. Christian's in class. I have to get him.
But we are only 15 minutes late. Why? Just have a little bit dinner.
I can't leave my son by himself.
Oh, is the uncle auntie there going to have?
They're staying.
What about them? They can stay. You guys live nearby. No? Okay, you'll call, but thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you, girls. Thank you.
I start turning on the cameras.
एक दरवाजा परिषद
Also, I do want to mention that there are some pens on the tables. Please take them as souvenirs. These are IACO pens, Interfaith Association pens. Please take them as souvenirs. Thank you.
Sorry about the tripod.
Oh, that's all right. You got your equipment.
Sorry about that.
You're very good. I think acting is in your future.
What's your name?
Advik. A-D-V-I-K.
Amek?
Yes, nice to meet you. Tom?
That's Tom. What nationality? Native nationality?
I'm from India.
Where?
I'm from India, and then my faith is Hinduism.
Okay. Have you been back to India?
No, I was born there. I moved here when I was...
You were born here?
Yeah, and then I moved here when I was 2 years old, and I've been here ever since. I plan on going back this coming summer. That'd be nice. All right. How's it going? Doing good. How'd you talk up there? It's nice.
Thank you. But you are from?
Odisha. All the way on the east. India. Odisha. It's all the way on the east. Odisha.
Okay. So you are the son of?
Anup. My dad, he's the one talking immediately.
Oh, Anu, okay. Okay. And you are recording?
Yes. I was streaming to YouTube and recording everything.
I live. One of the things I started doing many years ago, house here.
No problem. It was fun doing it, honestly.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
good. Well, the equipment nowadays is really...
Yeah. It's all my dad. He lets me borrow. It's very nice.
Really?
Yeah.